Hello all, welcome back to HTML5 series. And today we are going to learn what is element, what are different attributes in HTML5, how to implement paragraph in HTML5, and how to style different elements in HTML5. These things we are going to cover in today's session. So topic number 1 is element. Now what is HTML element? Element is defined by a start tag, some content, and end tag. Like this is tag name, this is start tag, this is content, and this is end tag. For example, H2. Now H2 means what? Heading 2. This is start tag and this is end tag. And the content is what? Hi, myself Professor Vaman. So this entire thing is known as a HTML element. That means including start tag, content, and end tag. Now one thing you have to remember, not every HTML element has start tag and end tag. Some elements are empty elements. For example, BR. So whenever you will implement BR, we use BR to break the paragraph, correct? So whenever we are going to use the HTML element BR, there is no end tag. That you have to remember. So you need to remember, once again I am repeating, you need to remember some HTML elements are empty elements. They don't have end tag. Okay, now next point is HTML elements can be nested. This means that elements can contain other elements. In last session, we studied how to write a simple HTML program. We are going to refer the same program. Now here in this example, we starts with HTML, correct, and we ends with HTML end tag. Then you will observe that inside the HTML tag we have written head tag. So one element, that is what the HTML element, contains the other element, that is what the head element. At the same time, head contains title. That means what? Head element contains other elements. Then you will observe that there is a one more tag, that is what the body tag, correct? So this is a body element. Inside body element you will observe there is a h1 and other tags, for example anchor tag and image tag. So that means what? HTML elements can be nested. That means one element can contain other element. And the last point is HTML is not case sensitive. Now what is case sensitivity? That means what? If you write capital P for paragraph or if you write small p for paragraph, there is no issue. Some languages, we know that some languages are case sensitive. But in case of HTML, HTML is not a case sensitive. If you write capital P, it will work, no issue with that. So here we have completed HTML element. So the next topic is HTML attribute. Now HTML elements can have attributes, something like a bank employee, he can have its own attribute, correct? For example, his ID, his address, his salary, something like that. Similarly, HTML elements can have attributes. These attributes provide additional information about that element. We always specify the attribute in start tag, that we have to remember. And one more thing we need to note, that whenever we will write any attribute, it usually comes in name and value pair, something like name is equal to inside the double quote value. For example, image src is the attribute is equal to 1.jpg its value. Okay, so we studied image, how to insert image in the previous session. Same example I have taken, that image is the element, correct? src is the attribute and 1.jpg is its value. Now next topic is HTML paragraphs. Now how to implement HTML paragraph? We actually studied in the first session that how to implement paragraph in a simple program. We use P, correct? A small p we use, and whenever we use P, we need to use ending P also, because this is start tag and ending P tag is a end tag. So whenever you want to use paragraph, you need to use a small p. Then one thing you have to remember about this paragraph is that whenever you will use paragraph tag, it will start on a new line. Whatever the content you will write inside the paragraph, it will start on a new line. And white space, that is a margin before and after a paragraph, you are going to get whenever you will use paragraph tag. You cannot change the display by adding extra spaces or extra line. This we will see practically. Now next Now these three tags we are going to see practically: HR tag, BR tag and pre tag. Okay, so now here I will take, now this is already I have taken one paragraph. I am taking one more paragraph. Okay, and in between these paragraphs I am using BR tag. Okay, BR tag we use for break, correct? And there is one more tag, that is what? HR tag. HR means horizontal rule. HR tag, horizontal rule. In between the two paragraphs I have implemented it. And I will show you how to use pre tag also, but first we will see the output of this. So this is output. This is first paragraph, this is second paragraph, this is third paragraph. You can observe that this is horizontal rule and there is a break also. Okay, this is horizontal rule and there is a break. Okay, already I have told you in the slide that whenever you will use paragraph, automatically you will get some margin before and after the paragraph. That is one thing you need to remember. And second thing is that the paragraph will start with the new line. So here you can observe that paragraph is started with the new line. Now we will see how we can change the color of this HR. This HR is the element and color is the attribute. Is equal to, inside the double quote, suppose I want to take red. So I am using value red, and now see the output. So now this HR become red. Okay, so we can change the color of HR, that is horizontal rule. Now one thing I want to show you that that we have discussed in the previous slide also, that if you tries to add additional space or you try to add additional lines, the output is not going to change. Whatever you will write here, paragraph, it is not going to change. We will see practically. So now I have added space and lines also, and this is the paragraph number 1, and the content is, this is first para. Then the second one is, again I am using same one, this is first para, and third one, this is first para. So now we will see the output. Same output we are getting. That means what? If you try to add additional space or additional lines in paragraph, you are not going to change the output. Same output you will get. So if you want to achieve this, which tag you will use? Pre tag we are going to use. Say this, if you use pre tag, then what kind of output we are going to get? See, same we are getting. This is first para. So this is the use of pre tag. Now what is the full form of pre tag? Pre-formatted text, that you have to remember. So pre tag you can use for writing address especially, because in address you will take every line in a new line, correct? So there you can use pre tag. So here we have completed HTML paragraphs, and now we will move to the styles. Now we are going to see everything practically, that how to implement style, what is style attribute, then what is name and value pair. This is like name and value pair, property and its value, correct? Then how to use a background color property, then how to use font family property, how to use font size property, and how to use text align property. All these things we will see practically. Okay, so now what I will do, I will take one paragraph. Okay, so this is one paragraph, and I am using style for this paragraph. So style is equal to, inside the bracket, suppose color is equal to red I want to take. So red and semicolon you have to use. And now I will save this program and I will see the output. Now see, I am getting the red color. So this is how you can style the P element. P is what? Paragraph. So here I have styled P, but can I use same for the other elements also? Yes, I can. What I will do, I will take heading 1 here. So heading 1 closing tag, and I will use similar type of content for heading 1, and here I will use the same style attribute. Okay, only thing is that I will use a different color, suppose green color, and I will save this and see, now I am getting green color for this. That means what? The same property attribute and name and value pair, that is color red, I can use for other elements also. So P is one element, H1 is one element. You can style other elements also, and you can use a similar type of styles. So this is what the use of style. Now we will see different properties. Background color, then font family, font size and text align. First one is a background color. So you need to write the same way for paragraph 1. I am taking that is what a background color. Here I will write, automatically you will get here also background color, and color is suppose black. Okay, and the text color is white. So now save this and refresh. You are getting background color black. Okay, so this is how you will implement a background color. Next is font family property. Now one thing you can note that here what I have done, I have taken the attribute style, and one value and name and value pair I have taken. Then again second name and value pair I have taken after the semicolon. So this is how you can write code, and you can minimize actually the code. For example, there is no need to write a style again. You can simply write your code, whatever pair of name and value you want to add, you can add after semicolon. Now similarly, I will add one more thing here, that is what? Font, correct, family. Now font family, I will take Vardhana, suppose Vardhana, and then semicolon. Okay, and I will save this. So using font family, we can change the font of the text for the paragraph. So now see, this is a different style. You can observe this font is different from this font. So this is how you can implement font family. Next is font size property and text align property. Now we will see how to implement it. Font size. Okay, font size, suppose 20%, semicolon, and text alignment, suppose right. So now save this code and see the output. Okay, so now see, font size I have changed, that is I have changed to only 20%. So I am getting smaller text. Number 2 thing I have done, that is what? The text alignment I have changed, and the new text alignment is right. So that's why I am getting right alignment here for this text. So here we have completed today's session. If you have any query, you can leave your comment in comment box. I will definitely reply you. Thank you very much.